So many things on this planet are not what they seem. These include many things that many people have taken for granted, like some popular facts and quotes about the Antarctic. While many of these claims may have political undertones, Russia has revealed some shocking discoveries that will challenge what you thought you knew about this large tract of ice-cold land. What has Russia revealed and how do the discoveries affect you? Join us as we dive deep into how Russia reveals that the Antarctic is not what we're being told. Looking at the sparse white expanse of land Antarctica is today, it's easy to assume it's always been that way. However, that is not the case because many years ago, things were starkly different. Antarctica used to be much warmer than it is now. Previous research discovered that the continent had diverse vegetation and average temperatures ranging from 30 to 51 degrees Fahrenheit just before 40 million years ago, or -1 to 10 degrees Celsius. Dinosaurs, yes, those same legendary animals once roamed its lush polar forests, and even after the non-avian dinosaurs died out, Antarctica remained largely unfrozen for tens of millions of years into the Cenozoic. But all of that changed around 34 million years ago when global temperatures dropped by an average of 5 degrees Celsius, allowing the Antarctic ice sheets and glaciers to form. The reason for the big freeze in Antarctica remained a mystery, but a team of scientists has discovered the answer. Interestingly, there were two leading theories for the reason Antarctica is the frozen landscape that it is today, but scientists have now combined those two theories to shed more light on the history of the region. The first explanation comes down to global climate change. Carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere have steadily declined since the beginning of the Cenozoic era 66 million years ago, according to scientists. Once CO2 levels fell below a critical level, cooler global temperatures allowed Antarctica's ice sheets to form. But what about the second theory? That one focuses on dramatic changes in ocean circulation patterns. According to the theory, when the Drake Passage, which connects the southern tip of South America to the Antarctic, deepened dramatically around 35 million years ago, it caused a complete reorganization of ocean circulation. According to the argument, the increased separation of the Antarctic landmass from South America resulted in the formation of the powerful Antarctic Circumpolar Current, which acted as a kind of water barrier, effectively blocking warmer, less salty waters from the North Atlantic and Central Pacific from moving southwards towards the Antarctic landmass, resulting in the isolation of the Antarctic region and lower temperatures that allowed the ice sheets to form. In 1996, researchers from NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston announced that they had discovered microbial fossils in the Allen Hills 84001 meteorite from Mars. ALH 84001 is a meteorite or a rock that fell from space to Earth. A meteorite hunting expedition discovered it in Antarctica in December 1984. ALH 84001 weighed about 4 3/4 pounds when it was discovered, or 1.93 kilograms. It was about 6 inches long by 4 inches by 3 inches, shaped like a rounded brick or a large potato, and partially covered with black glass like it was dipped in tar. When meteorites burn through the Earth's atmosphere, the glass, known as fusion crust, forms on all of them. But the interior of ALH 84001 was green, which piqued the expedition's interest. Back in civilization, however, the meteorite appears to be much grayer on the inside than green. ALH 84001 formed from molten lava approximately 4.5 billion years ago, which is referred to as its igneous age, possibly from an ancient Martian volcano. ALH 84001 is an igneous rock, like many others, that crystallizes from lava inside the Earth. ALH 84001 is also similar to an important group of igneous meteorites known as diogenites and was classified as one of them until 1994, when Mittelfeld recognized its Martian origin. About 4 billion years ago, after ALH 84001 crystallized from molten lava and cooled, it was heated again and deformed by a strong shock. This heating and shock were most likely caused by a nearby asteroid or meteorite impact. Sometime after the impact, possibly around 3.6 billion years ago, a liquid flowed through ALH 84001, depositing rounded globules of carbonate minerals. These carbonate globules may contain Martian fossils. The only more recent event in ALH 84001 that we can see is another shock event. This shock could have been caused by the meteorite impact that launched ALH 84001 off of Mars. To get off Mars, ALH 84001 must have left its surface going faster than Mars's escape velocity, which is about 5 kilometers per second or about 11,000 miles per hour. Meteorite impact is the only known natural process that can move rocks so quickly. Volcanoes can't throw rocks that fast. If a large enough meteorite or asteroid collided with Mars, some rocks on the planet's surface would be blasted up faster than that escape velocity and could leave the planet entirely. Scientists have also discovered more evidence of the bombardment of Antarctica by foreign objects, and this time the marks left behind are so huge that other notable meteor impacts pale in comparison. The team of scientists used 2 GRACE satellites to discover the crater. With a span of more than 450 kilometers and hidden under 1.5 kilometers of the ice sheet, they're asking whether the impact did not cause the greatest mass extinction in Earth's history. This deep reservoir of carbon has been locked away for hundreds of years, and it might get ventilated at the surface in a polynya through this really violent mixing. And if a large carbon outgassing event occurred multiple years in a row, it could really whack the climate system. Now, some of the discoveries in Antarctica are quite creepy, including an ice shelf that is singing. The Ross Ice Shelf in Antarctica, the size of Texas, is emitting sounds similar to a didgeridoo or a horror film soundtrack. The wind whips across the snow dunes, causing the ice to vibrate and produce sounds. The discovery of the sounds, in addition to being eerie, reveals new insights for the study of glaciers. When humans burn fossil fuels, heat-trapping gases are released into the atmosphere, contributing to ocean warming and ice melting. Because of this warming trend, sea levels are rising as land-based ice melts and ocean molecules expand. An ice shelf is like a cork in a bottle. If the ice shelves break up, the restraining force is reduced, and ice can flow faster from Antarctica's interior into the ocean, increasing the rate of contribution to sea level rises. The scientists behind this discovery learned how the deployment of sensitive seismographs could change the way glaciers are studied. They placed the instruments near the top of the ice shelf and were able to capture the haunting frequencies. The researchers collected data for 2 years and discovered that the Ross Ice Shelf nearly continuously sings at frequencies of 5 cycles or more. Let's hear which of these discoveries you find the most fascinating in the comments section below.